Hello, I'm Matias Enrique, presenting the project of Group 22 for the software engineering class at UCD. This is our implementation of the Dublin Bikes website. My group mates were Rupia and Sofia. Rupia gave us the API key to be able to use this Google Maps integration, and Sofia was in charge of styling the whole page. She did the whole CSS. I was in charge of designing the software architecture, of doing the Python backend, including Flask app, machine learning, and data collection, of doing the JavaScript, the SQL, and of hosting this software on Amazon Web Services. Okay, so this is how our website initially looks. As you see, we have one base station. Here is Dame Street. This base station basically means the station that centers the map around, the one that is drawn in red, and the one from all the rides will start from. If we want to change this station, we can log in our account to change it. We'll see that after. This had to be done because for privacy concerns, we could not choose the location of the user, and we had to come up with this solution. Okay, so for example, now let's select one station. For example, this one, Portobello Road. Here, as you see, these things have not changed, but once we click here on ride prediction, we can see that on destination we have 23 stands available, which matches this information, and from origin we have 16 bikes available. Also, we have that it's a distance of 1.55 kilometers, it's an estimated cycling time of 8 minutes, and the estimated arrival time will be at 5:21, which now is 5:14, so it makes sense. And also, we see that an arrow appears between the base station in red and the destination station, which now is in blue. But of course, if we were to switch it, it would switch from this to this one. Okay, this project also counts with a system of predictions to predict the bike availability in the future. So, for example, if we wanted to make this same ride to this station, instead of today, we do it in few days at 9:15, then we get that the prediction of availability for this ride will be 14 bikes at origin and 21 stands at destination. If we compare it to the data now, we see that it is slightly different. Also, another important detail is that if you see, all the elements of the page change depending on which button is clicked. For example, now that the Bike Now button is clicked, we get the most recent meteorological information that we can get, and the estimated arrival time matches with the current time, whereas if we have selected the prediction time, we get the closest weather prediction we can get for that time, and the same for the estimated arrival time. Okay, now that we saw the main purpose of the website, we can see which other features we can use. For example, we can select one station and go to see its details. In this station, we can see that currently there are 6 bikes available, which represents 20% of the possible availability based on the total bike stands. If this percentage is lower than 30%, the color changes from green to red. Other things that we can see here are the location of the bike station in a map that we can move. And also we can see the availability trend based on historical data. So here we see how a normal day is. In green we can see how the available bikes number changes, and in purple how the available bike stands. Okay, now we are going to log in to customize our base station. So, we have first to create an account. Okay, now we chose Smithfield Station. And now that we're successfully registered, we log in. And as you see now, the map gets centered around Smithfield, and this becomes the base station. So if we were to do, now the data is related to Smithfield. If we were to change the station, now that we have an account, we can come here and select this one, for example. And you see how the map gets centered around here now. Another cool feature of the website is that it changes its styling based on if your computer is in light mode or in dark mode.